1, 2, 3.
Anyway, welcome to another episode of Foggy Entrepreneur Connect, chilling with a good friend of mine. I'll let him introduce himself.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I go by the name of Christopher, and I'm the founder of Key Possibilities. Thanks for having us on the show.
No stress. It's a pleasure having you. Actually, I'm so excited to record this one. So,
Sure.
yeah, let's get right into it.
Okay.
Why entrepreneurship? Why not look for a job? Why decide to be an entrepreneur?
Look, I think when they say that you have that entrepreneurship blood, it is what it is. My family comes from a long line of entrepreneurship. My mom's a hairdresser. She's owned a couple of hair salons. And my sister as well. Sister is a doctor. Other sister owns hair salons. Brother, engineer, has consulting firm. So, the pressure was on. The last born of the family couldn't disappoint, but we also had to try. And this is where we are right now. So entrepreneurship has been there, but it's something I'm passionate about as well. As much as it's got its challenges, but yeah, that's why we chose the path.
Speaking of challenges, what has been your main challenges so far?
Look, my main challenge has been, trying to be consistent. Consistency for me is something that I value in a sense that, you always meet issues, obstacles along the way. People discourage you. They don't want, not to say they don't want you to be successful, but the lack of support in industry sometimes. When you've got a good offer, a good product to give, but people don't see the value in it, that's where you sort of lose that self-drive. But if you're capable of pushing, the long goal, the end goal, so to speak, that is something that will never make you lose hope. So that is why. I mean, there's a long list, but just to touch on that, I think the lack of support from industry and people close around you sometimes makes you believe that you can't achieve your goals. But
with anything possible, anything is possible.
Anything is really possible. Yeah. So just to quickly touch on that, how it came about is that I've also, just like the previous question, the challenges that we faced. I've been in this industry, or entrepreneurship industry, now for about 10 years now, and I just wanted to bring this line of experience that I've faced and let people know out there that anything is possible, and hence our debut collection, which, as you can see around, it's in your face, it's gold, it's for people to see us in the same light as we see them, to say that yes, if you put your mind to it, anything is really indeed possible.
I really like the message, man. It's dope. But so far, how are you marketing your brand? What are your strategies around marketing?
Well, in the marketing sense, we're using platforms that are already there: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and also just networking within our own circles. Those that we know, helping them, word of mouth also goes a long way. Marketing in its sense, if we had all the money to put posters and billboards, do that and make sure it's in your face, but we have to start somewhere. So those are the platforms at the moment that we're using, and of course we are on this platform as well. So, shout out to Footwear. They are there, and we really appreciate this opportunity.
So what's your take on influencer marketing? Because you know what, there's one thing I realized. People will DM you, they say they want to be an ambassador for a brand, but they also fail to do the basics. And this is an advice for everyone that want to be an influencer. At least when you approach the brand, follow the brand, be interested in the brand. You say you want to be an ambassador, but you don't even follow the brand. So how do you take it? What's your take on the influencer marketing?
Look, influencer marketing carries a lot of weight, both in the positive and negative light. We always try to push the positivity side of things. Influencer marketing looks, for some reason or two, they tend to push your brand, but not for the brand's vision and the mission. It's just for the immediate, to say that I'm wearing the shirt and I can post it. Thereafter, they don't see it through. Just like in sales, there's the sales portion now, but there's that also aftermarket sales service and follow-ups with their customers. And I feel that's what influencers should do, that in the midst of just it being a contractual thing, a temporary contractual thing, they should still try to motivate and push out of the immediate request, And I think that is what I would love for them to do, and help other small brands, not just to promote bigger brands because they can pay more, but the fact that there are other small startups which equally deserve some form of spotlight, but we all have to work and earn our stripes. So.
Interesting, very interesting.
Yeah, very technical sometimes. You
so,
forgive me.
But what's your take on funding? How do you even fund your business? Because a lot of people have business ideas and they always say, one of the most or major portion of the excuses I've had, it's funding.
It's funding. No, funding is a problem. Funding is a very big problem, especially like for us startups, where we have good ideas but we can't execute them, and even if we do have a little bit of savings, it quickly runs out. Fortunately for me, it was, and I'll play open cards to say that this is just another extension of my work. This is another company that I've established. I've got another company which is more in the built environment space, in the construction space, but it
can mention the services as well.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a construction company where we render electrical, mechanical, and building related services, and so that was what helped establish Key Possibilities. Key Possibilities in a sense is also demanded quite a lot financially. It also hit me by surprise, thinking that we'd establish a store, maybe X amount of money, but when we started the construction, it was twice the cost to get it established, and even the sourcing of the merchandising, buying the materials, all of that took some time. So funding is a problem, but if you have a good idea, come up with business plans, knock on doors. It could be your relative, it could be somebody else. If the immediate person can't help, maybe somebody else can be referred to. And from there, you will just keep knocking and knocking and knocking, and hopefully, maybe if they do come and have a great idea with Key Possibilities, who knows, we could help them start their next operation.
Just on the lighter side, on the fisher world, I guess they need a quantity or a cost estimator as well.
They really do. I mean, we just need to. But I think the biggest thing is just to help one another. Look, if I can't help, if you can't help, surely you could refer them to somebody else. It shouldn't end there.
So, if you look back, and I know there's a lot of challenges you faced, some you mentioned, there's a young you out there. What advice, if you have to pick one advice to give someone that want to walk in your path and become something like you or greater?
Look, for me, I look back now and I would tell my young me right now, 10 years after, to say that you should stick to your lane, right? I've been so privileged to be around people who have been of higher stature or maybe higher level, if I may, so to speak, but that never made me discouraged in terms of what I could achieve, because they are accessible to a lot of things, but it's not to say you should be discouraged because maybe your parents can't give you what you want at the time. You just have to work hard for it. And I have this saying whereby where hard work meets the opportunity, or where hard work meets luck, that is where you're going to catapult. So don't change your course, don't change your path, stick to your lane, and where that opportunity, when it's your time, you will see the fruits of your labor. So that is what I would say to my young self.
So you're originally from Limpopo, right?
We're from Limpopo, but my parents are from Ghana.
Oh, okay.
I understand the culture, I understand, I'm basically a South African because I was born here, but originally parents, my lineage is from Ghana.
So, who inspires you besides your mom? Because the more people who
inspires you?
And like sort of an entrepreneur that you look up to, that you want to be something similar or greater. Who inspires you?
Look, I look at my brother and my sister. They've taken good care of me through a lot of my upbringing through varsity. And I can't thank them enough. All the principles that I've learned from there, I've implemented them here. And I'm just hoping that, for the next person that's looking at this, we can also inspire them. And it's another thing where people often don't want to share their secrets or ways of formulas, the routes to success. And I play an open book, and I'd love to share that with the world. Hence, we're on platforms like this to
this platform is for that to share the knowledge and so inspire other people as well.
Inspire other people, but basically it's my family. We all see celebrities out there, entrepreneurs that have done the most, and they've also given their 2 cents in terms of what are the basic building blocks. Those are the 2 individuals that have really inspired me.
And through your journey, I'm sure you committed like a lot of errors. There's been challenges, trial and error. But how has forgiveness helped you to?
Forgiveness is a brand that I feel they've also done a lot in terms of putting out a message to say that, look, we are an inclusive brand, we are an inclusive society, and being that brand that is, you're able to walk a path where you are seeing the success in the long run. You definitely can't say you can't do it. You have to, and even if it takes you time, you just have to continue on that path. So forgiveness for me is a brand that resonates with Key Possibilities, and actually you guys must just stay tuned because there's a okay. It's fine.
So lastly, where do people find you?
Okay, now you guys can catch us at Key Possibilities on Instagram and Key Possibilities on Facebook. We both there, and our website is www.keypossibilities.co.za.
No man, it's been dope chilling with you, Chris.
Thank you.
Subscribe to the channel, like it, repost, like Key Possibilities. Anything is possible. Like forgiveness. Instagram _Footwear. Man, let's change the world 1% at a time.
Peace out.